Imagine a world where you are part of a community that sees you for all that you bring and propels you to become your very best self. A world where everyone is valued for what they bring and everyone gets the support they need. Savor Exchange brings this dream to reality by empowering individuals, communities, and organizations with the right tools and resources to change the world. We do this by organizing people near and far around a goal or project and bringing them together and measuring their success. Our data analytical reports will provide information to support transparency and critical needs in today's world. The SaverX app acts as a secure bridge to multiple communities, including those defined by you, and allows everyone within their community to contribute time through service and request help for themselves. Members can also donate service credits, money, or goods back to their community. Go to www.saverxapp.com to learn more and start your Saver community today.
Namaste. I am Seshadri, founder and director of Chandelier Nurturing Institute of Nurturing Excellence, popularly called SHINE. I thank Ms. Anita Weber, founder Seva Exchange, for this beautiful opportunity given to me. We'll start with Omkar thrice, chant Sahana Voto, a prayer for all. Please join me. Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As I told you, I am Seshadri, Director of Chandelier Institute of Nurturing Excellence. We are a training and management consultancy. We train people based on the Western techniques and the depth of Indian scriptures. This event is brought to us by Seva Exchange. Their motive is give what you love and get what you need to get things done. Reinventing volunteerism by providing an easy-to-use web and mobile platform to discover one's passions through community service and to seek help when in need. I thank Ms. Anita Weber, founder Seva Exchange for organization. And they have organized this International Summit for Happiness on a perfect day on the 20th March 2021, an International Day of Happiness. And I indeed take it as an honor to speak on this topic on happiness based on Indian scriptures. Friends, we know our country, India, Bharat, is very well known for culture which is very ancient. We call it Sanatana. More than 6,000 years. But still, even now, it is modern. And it is not only ancient and modern. Our scriptures, India is known for the scriptures which are not only ancient and modern, but highly practical. This leads to progress in all fronts: personal front, family front, social front, development, improvement in economics, overall growth, overall success of individuals, the organizations, the country, and the world. Not only this gives us success, it also leads us to happiness. That happiness is immeasurable. What Indian scriptures give is something very, very high. In fact, the Indian scriptures are the manuals of living. Like any operating manual, these scriptures have to be read, understood, the deep meaning, and we have to practice it. Just reading a manual doesn't help. If it has to give us the best result, we have got to put it into practice. And as I told you, the Indian scriptures leads us to all-round progress, success, and total happiness. And I consider this as an honor, the opportunity given to me to speak on this international forum on this day, International Summit for Happiness. It is my fortune, my honor. It is an honor to all Indians who believe in Indian scriptures. Friends, we, the organization, the Shine, we document the potentials which leads to excellence in all fronts, and we also help people to find everlasting. It doesn't come and go. It will last forever. And the happiness that you get is infinite. And the happiness that you get is not dependent on anything. And more importantly, we try to give happiness, make them find happiness within. Friends, let us begin with an example. I was talking to a student who was going to the college. I asked her, "Where are you going?" She said, "I am going to the college." And I asked her, why are you going to the college? She said, "Why college?" To study. I asked her, "Why do you want to study?" She said, "I want to study because to pass an exam." "Why do you want to pass an exam?" She said, "I want to get a certificate." I asked her, "Why do you want a certificate?" "And why certificate?" "To get a job." "Why do you want a job?" "Good job." She said, "I will get a lot of money." And I asked her, "Why do you want money?" "Why do you want money?" "To purchase things." I purchase a house, an apartment, or a villa, the latest model car, all other luxuries of the world. Friends, just tell me. She was going through stages. Going to the college, why college to study? Why study, pass an exam? Why pass an exam, get a certificate? Why get a certificate? To get money, to get a job. And why do you want money? Happiness. Friends, all of us want happiness. Friends, all that we are doing is because we want to be happy. Now, we are doing a lot of things to be happy. Why? Why? We are doing so many things to be happy. And you ask people, we always say, "I want to pass an exam. I want to get a master's degree, PhD. Yes. I want a job. Why? For happiness. I want to get money. Why? Happiness. People buy things, possess things, vehicles, houses, and all that. And people get married to be happy. People want divorce to be happy. They want children, grandchildren, all because they want to be happy. But, friends, does that me, it means that all of us want two things, that we would like to have success and we would like to be happy. But friends, all successful people are not happy. You might have a lot of possessions, higher position, higher status, all possessions you may have, but majority of the people are not happy. In fact, happiness appears to be on what is called as a diminishing. More and more those positions, power, position, money, less and less happy. All successful people are not happy. But I assure you, all happy people are successful. We have a belief that success means achievement of goals in life, all that power, position, status. But happiness is achieving goal of life. Goal of life is bliss, ananda. We have got two things, what is called as dharma, artha, kama, moksha. The goal in life is artha and kama. Have possessions, have things, and satisfy your desires. But that without ananda is useless. That is indicated by the term moksha. But artha and kama, the possessions and satisfying your sensual desires, should be dharmic. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Artha and kama should be dharmic, and it should lead to life. Now that means this happiness we have seen does not depend on money, doesn't depend on the size of the house, the kind of vehicle, latest model, the more costliest car. Even you may have an aeroplane or your own helicopter, and you may be the CEO or the head of a country, you may not be happy. And happiness does not depend on any possessions. It doesn't depend on anything outside, either any things or people. It doesn't even depend on your own. You can't say, my happiness depends on my wife, my husband, my children. No, it does not depend on anything or anybody. Let us evaluate what is happiness. Life is a series of experience. Let us understand the difference. All of us want happy life. We'll see with an example that wall is made out of bricks. Yes. The quality of the wall and the quantity of the wall depends on the quality and the quantity of bricks. Yes. More bricks, big wall. If the quality of bricks is of good quality, wall is of good quality. The quality and the quantity of wall. And this, if we have understood everything in life. Life is like a wall. Bricks are like experiences. Like the quality and the quantity of wall depends on the bricks. Our quality and the quantity of our life depends on the quality and the quantity of our experiences. Life is a series of experiences called Anubhava Dhara. Now let us find out, how do we get an experience? When the experiencer, the subject, contacts experienced object, you get experience. Here is a man, experiencer. The object is a cake. And when there is a contact, he will have cake experience. For an experience to happen, both the subject and the object, the experiencer, the experience is necessary. But the same object does not give the same experience to all. Same object, it gives a fantastic experience to some, but miserable to other. So experiences depend more on the experiencer. Then life is a series of experiences. I want happy life. It depends upon the experiences. Experiences depend more on the experiencer. Then what is an experiencer? It is not the sense organs. I get experience through the eyes. Through the eyes, I see the form. Through the ears, I get the sound. Through the nose, the smell. Through the tongue, the taste. Through the skin, touch. But it is through that I get. And who is the experiencer here inside me? Is my mind and experience, mind and intellect, man or buddhi. So the experiences depend more on our mind and intellect. Hence, friends, we want happiness. Happiness depends on experiences. Experiences depend more on the experiencer. Experiencer is not the sense organs, but mind and intellect. So our happiness depends more on our mind and intellect. Then if you want to have a happy life, then we must have what is called we must bring some changes in our own intellect. So we are going to give you certain tips on how to bring. If we want happiness, we know the experiencer in me is my mind and intellect. I must bring some changes in my own mind, not anybody's mind. Now, the fundamental, flood your mind with thoughts of peace, courage, health, hope. Repeatedly talk to yourself, I am healthy, you become healthy, my dear friends. And flood it with prayer. Prayer should be selfless. Don't pray only for yourself, only for your kith and kin. I pray only for my wife, my husband, my children. It should be all. It should be Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavanti. That attitude alone in your prayer can bring you happiness. In fact, I would very strongly suggest that include in your prayer your deadly enemy. Now, I want most of you, I have been in this prayer program. We have trained more than 4 lakh people in over 4,000 training programs. But I know all of you have certain person as your enemy who has caused you misery, who has caused you all the troubles. And towards such person who deserves to be hated, if you are able to pray for him, or in other words, if you love him, then you will be happy. Love, my dear friends, is the most taught, least understood, very, very rarely practiced. Yes, most taught, least understood, rarely practiced. We normally say, I love my wife, I love my husband, I love my own child. If it is restricted to a person, it can't be called love. It is an attachment. It should be all. Love should be, if somebody is causing you misery, problem towards that person, without any condition, if you are able to have that positive emotion, it is called love. Jesus Christ, when he was being hammered onto the cross, the people who were hammering them, they were torturing him. Towards that, those people, he had love. He prayed for them. Lord, please forgive them. They know not what they are doing. That should be your. If you want to be happy, love all. Love. Our love is love because of. Your love should be in spite of. Then you will be truly happy. Then another technique is expect ingratitude. You do something good, in turn you expect some gratitude. Believe me, friends, when you expect some gratitude, it doesn't come, you will be miserable. Do something good to others, forget and forgive them. Let them get and forget. You give and forgive. And look at that. One more way of, count your blessings. If you want to be happy, don't go on talking about your troubles. It can be financial problems. It can be your health issues. It can be relation issues. It can be so many of them. Hey, looking at those troubles, you are becoming miserable, you are becoming unhappy. If you want to be happy, even though you have troubles, look at the blessings you have. when I came to Bangalore, it is way back in the year 1958. I was going to my school called Rashtriya Vidyalaya School from Jayanagar. I had to go walking. When I was walking, I didn't have footwear. It was a tar road. I was feeling miserable. Many times I said, God, why you have not given me a footwear? Then it is at that time I saw a person going on the road without legs. Then I thought, what did I do, Lord? You have given me my blessings are I have feet. He doesn't have that. Look at this, my dear friend. All of you are a blessed Lord. Count that. Not a problem. Don't try to imitate others. This makes you unhappy. The other person may be having more, better vehicle, better facilities, better luxuries. I am married. But that fellow, in addition to a good wife, he has got one more girlfriend. That becomes your problem. That person has got a better model car. It becomes your problem. Friends, do not try to imitate others. Let them have. Because trying to imitate others' possessions will make you unhappy. And most of the time, our happiness gets disturbed when you lose something. When you lose a job. When you lose money in share market. When you lose in real estate. All that things when you are losing, don't become unhappy. Talk to yourself. This loss, I have taught me a lesson. And when you look at that, you'll be happy. There are other things that you should be proactive. And most important difference, today itself you start. Create happiness for others. What is our Anita doing in this day of International Happiness Day? She is not only happy, she is distributing happiness to people all over the world. This program, a Universal Summit for Happiness, what for? Is to make others happy. And by this process, ask our Anita, is she not happy? Yes, friends, talk to us. If you want to be happy, create happiness for as many people as possible. And don't try to change others. Don't say, I am Seshadri, you have got such a nice wife and you're smiling, you are happy. But if you had had the kind of a wife I have, you would have never smiled in your life. You see. I am unhappy because of my husband, because of my wife, because of my children, because of my mother-in-law. That doesn't happen. Let them be like that. Let them be like that. For you to be happy, should I change? That means, should you change? I am not saying, should you change your wife? No. It doesn't mean getting one more wife. You can't change the behavior of anybody. You have to learn to tolerate. When I was in 2013, when I was in North Carolina and in Charlotte, I did a program. How to tolerate the intolerable husband. How to tolerate the intolerable wife. We have to bring some changes. Be happy without trying to change others. And all our attempts should be change yourself. Reduce your own anger. And whatever job you have now. I have been into this management field. Every year we train more than 2,000 students. And especially in engineering colleges, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th semesters. Every year we train thousands of people. And I am always with youngsters. And those boys and girls, I always tell them, love a boy or a girl and get married to the same boy or girl if possible. They are very happy. But if it is not possible, you get married to somebody else, then the only choice is love that person to whom you have got married to. You are already married. You loved somebody. After marriage also you start loving somebody. Problem, miserable you are. You will be unhappy. So, if possible, that means apply it to the job. Whatever job you want, you love, try to get that job in your profession. Or if it is not possible, whatever job you got, start loving it. It can be in a job in your profession, whatever job you like, whatever field, you are a doctor, engineer, politician, administrator, or a homemaker, love that. Or at home you have to do some job, you have to do it, means we happily do it. Love the job that you are doing. Friends, learn to smile. Fortunately, friends, if you smile is free in India, we have a state tax and the central tax. There is no tax for smile. There is absolutely no tax. It is free. It not only improves your health, your appearance, it makes you very, very happy. Okay? Right. Now, develop relationship with all. Develop good relationship with all. Reduce your egoism, that will talk, and non-attachment egoism will talk in the end, because that is indicated in our scriptures. Regularly practice pranayam, your mind become calm and you will be happy. You massage the various parts of the body by the thought process, relax them physically, mentally, and bring some changes in the quality, the quantity, and the direction, and try to experience a thoughtless state, a state of supreme bliss, supreme happiness, as though you are in deep sleep. No thought state. That is the stage you are going to be happy. Practice it in our deep meditation. It is not a commercial meditation, and it requires a lot of preparation. You must get for, there are a lot of commercial meditations. The meditation indicated in our scriptures is far, far deeper. It no doubt has got other byproducts. Ultimately, you have to reach that stage where you are in that state of thoughtless state. You're identifying yourself with your own state. That is a blissful state. Friends, my spiritual master who transformed my life, Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, he says happiness is an interval between two desires. You have a desire to have a particular model of car. When you get it, you are about to be happy, and about to be happy, one more desire will come. I must have that car. And when that car you're going to be happy, again one more. We are not allowing that gap. If you are not happy with what you have today, you will never be happy. Gap that difference. Whatever you have, desire what you have. Carefully, carefully. If you want to be happy, it shall be only today, the International Day of Happiness. What you have, what possessions, what things, what people, what condition you have, that's what I want. Then you will be happy. Happiness is a relation, no? Quotient between the desires fulfilled and the desires entertained. And our desires fulfilled is not getting over at all. It is increasing, because we are also increasing the desires entertained. Even though lots of desires are fulfilled, we are not going to, because desire entertained are more. Simple mathematical solution, we can never get fulfill all the desires that you have entertained. Simple mathematics. Anything divided by zero is infinite. The denominator is desires entertained. Make it zero, then you will have infinite happiness. Friends, it is like this. You got a tree, you go on flooding waters to the leaves. Any amount of water to the leaves, no use. Flood it, it doesn't help. But put certain water to the root, it is helpful. Carefully. All our we are trying to bring superficial changes by watering the leaves. Means what? Trying to get things outside. The root of our happiness is here, inside our mind. And what are we doing? Trying to water the leaves means what? Trying to change things. Trying to change people. No, that won't work. The root of our happiness is here, in our own mind. Let us bring what are the roots. Roots of our happiness or misery is here. And we have to bring in changes inside. And I would like to give you an example. A person is those days in British days in India, we had we had a first class train, a bogie in a train where it was a copy. There were only two seats. To one seat came a rich businessman with lot of money. Those days there was no credit card, debit card, or even checks or travelers checks. No money transfer. People, even banks were not being used. They were all carrying money, and that rich businessman had lot of money, and he was in one seat. To the only other seat came a robber, a thief, to steal money. And they were going from Bangalore to Delhi. Those days it was a 2-night journey from Bangalore to Delhi. As they were going, this man, rich man, was counting notes, keeping. Counting notes, keeping. This robber thought, I thought I will keep small money, but huge treasure. But he was an olden day thief. He had certain ethics I'll use. He said, anyway, we are going for 2 nights, let us wait. They waited. In the night, both of them slept. And when thief woke up in the midnight, he found that businessman went to the toilet. At that time, he said, this is the right opportunity. He started, start that white kurta, there was no money. The black coat, there was no money. He tore open the suitcase. He removed, ransacked the bed and the pillow. He checked all the possessions of the rich man. It was not there. He was sweating. At that time, the businessman came back for the twilight. Ram, ram, ram. When he came, he made him stand and searched him. There was no money. Then the thief said, sir, excuse me, I am a thief. The businessman said, I knew. Now I don't want money. I got a doubt. Clarify. Did you have money? Do you still have money? Where is it kept? This man said, I knew, dear, that you would search. In fact, I wanted to know where to keep this money safely. And then I knew that you will search all my belongings. In fact, I kept my this bundle of notes under your own pillow and went back because he knew that he would search. Friends, we are like that thief or robber. We are trying to search for happiness outside. Till the moment we are searching for happiness outside, believe me, you will never get. And we have to find out the happiness, source for happiness is inside me. Carefully. And now tell me, I hope you are now, all of you are aware, you have got experienced sleep. Yesterday, the 19th of March, 2021, was an International Sleep Day. Today, International Happiness Day. Yesterday was Sleep Day. Now, all of you have experienced sleep. When in sleep, you know, when you get really sleep, not the dream. In dream, there are a lot of things. In waking state, problem. In dream, problem. But in the deep sleep, you are at peace. You are at bliss. Why? Is it because of the house you are in? Is it because of the possessions, properties, shares, vehicles, house? Nothing. You may not be having a house. You may be the poorest of the poor. And there is no difference between the happiness of the poorest man and the richest man. Friends, why are you happy? It is not dependent on anything because you are beyond the mind. In deep sleep state, you are not awake. You are not dreaming. But should it mean that you should be always dreaming? No. The moment you wake up from the sleep, problem comes. The same family, the same profession, same society. Even if you are having physical health problems also, even if you are without a leg also, you can be happy in deep sleep. Think. So we must be able to get that state when you are awake. That is the indication in our scriptures. Our scriptures indicate we have got three states: Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, the waking dream and the deep sleep state. That state you are in is that state you are happy. In fact, the greatest of the ancient sages, called Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, says, all of us are searching for happiness. This search for happiness is an unconscious search for our own true self. Our own truth. We do not know what I am. I am thinking, I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. I really do not know what I am really is. We are searching for happiness. This search for happiness is an unconscious search for my own true self. The moment you get that, what? The moment you realize, I am not the body. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharirat, Vyatiriktaha. Panchakosha Aditaha. Avastatraya Sakshi. I am that. Aham Satchid Ananda. The moment you realize, I am not the grass, subtle and the causal bodies. I am beyond the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijano, Anandamaya koshas. I am the witness to the three states, the waking dream and deep sleep. I am the changeless state. The moment you realize I am that, you get it. And what is that happiness? That happiness is absolute, total. Whereas the happiness that you get in sleep, temporary, the moment you go. But the moment you get this experience of yourself, it will last forever. And it is independent. It does not depend on anybody, and it is the total bliss within. Friends, this is the foundation of our Hinduism. We have got the basic scriptures. The basic scriptures are called the foundation of the Indian scriptures, are called Prasthanatrayas. They are the Upanishads, Bhagavad-Gita, and Brahma Sutras. Upanishads, we are known for India's ancient Vedas. Rigveda, Sama, Atharvana Veda. They are immemorial, Apaurashaya. It has come from the Lord himself. And in that mantra, Brahmana, the philosophy portion is the Upanishads. And Bhagavad-Gita, Lord himself, Mahabharata is a great Smriti. There, the Lord himself, over the shoulders of Arjuna, gave both Vishnu Sahasranam and Bhagavad-Gita. And there are other Brahma Sutras, the crisp statements. And these are the basis. They indicate to us the four Purushartha: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. How are we to acquire power, position, status, and satisfy our desires? In a dharmic way, without vulgar and filthy means. And how we must attain the highest, supreme, everlasting state called moksha, the state of bliss. In fact, our scriptures say, hey, all other techniques are how to get happiness. Here he said, no. You don't need to get happiness. You are happy. You have to only realize that you are happy. In fact, he says, not only there are two things. What is called as other lakshanas, swarupa lakshana, tatastha lakshana. Tatastha lakshana, you are not this. You are not the three bodies, grass, subtle, and causal bodies. You are not the koshas. You are not the three avasthas. They are the... And the Swarupa, our scriptures say that our Swarupa, you are Satchidananda. Taittiriya Upanishad says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satchidananda, that is the state. And that you are. You are not going to become that. You are that. And the moment, you see, you don't need to get happiness, my dear friends. I have to only realize I am total bliss, my real nature. Out of efforts, I have made myself miserable. And the moment I realize who I am, it guarantees bliss, which is infinite, everlasting. And the Upanishads says, this is different. All our happiness, all other things that we get in the materialistic world is highly limited. Even the best of the possessions that you get is highly limited, right? And it is temporary. After all, things will come and go. With that, it will go. And intermittent. And it depends on that. But do you want a limited, temporary, intermittent, dependent happiness, or infinite, everlasting, continuous independent? I think today is the program. We would want you to realize that. And in fact, I talked about the Taittiriya Upanishad. He says, hey, lots small things that you get, fleeting little pleasure that comes from outside things and people, or do you want infinite bliss? Now, in Brahmanandavalli of Taittiriya Upanishad, it says, Yuva syat yad yuva dhyayakaha ashishto drudishto balishtaha tasyayam pruthivi sarva vittasya purna syat sa eko manusha anandaha. You have got the best of physics, young, dynamic, energetic, very healthy. And you have got the possessions, what? Pruthivi sarva vittasya purnas. You have got all the wealth, not only of your country, of this earth, but of all of the whole universe. And you have got the best of health and physical body. And what you get is 1 unit of Manushya Ananda. But what our scriptures are guaranteeing, add to that, itself is not there. 1 Manushya Ananda, no, because you have to have a young and fit body. You should be only 19 to 21, very strong, very healthy, and all level that is imaginary. And that is only a small candle-like. And what is guaranteed is add 20 zeros to that. Add 20 zeros, that is the Brahmananda. Do you want a small candlelight or crores and crores of sun's light? Think. The happiness that is guaranteed is that, my dear friends. Now, let us find out what are the causes for our own unhappiness, and let us find out solutions. Number one of the things is egoism that makes us miserable. Get rid of the egoism. Our problem of misery is egoism, sorrow, misery. What is the solution? Get rid. What is that egoism? Egoism is not that we use he is egoistic person, no. In our Vedanta, it is said, thinking that I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect is the egoism. Now, I am reminded, I would like to share with you a case where, a real case that happened. I come from a place called Gorur in Hassan district of Karnataka, India. Once I went to the village, I saw we have got a beautiful river, Hemavati. I wanted to see that beautiful river, Hemavati, flowing. On the bank of the river is a temple called Yoga Narasimha Swami temple. Opposite, there is a huge field. And there I had seen a decorated dais, decorated with banana plants, mangoes, full, and lots of chairs and nice shamiyana, beautiful arrangement made. And I asked the villager, what is this function? He said, no, there was one person from this, and he wanted to come back to this village. He was in a very high position. He wanted one inaugural function to be organized, and we were thinking what to arrange. We found nothing. At that moment, there was one teacher, Gopalangar, my father's friend. It seems a teacher, he came and said, hey, why are you all struggling? It seems they said, no, this person wants to come and we want one function to be arranged, but there is nothing available. Then, then they said, he said, I will organize. In fact, schools were opened, hostels were opened, Surabhu all animal care centers, all opened. Gopalanka said, no, I will organize it. Now, today is that day inauguration. As you were talking, these leaders came, they were received with PPPPP. And at that moment, this Gopalanka who said, I will make all missing. Straight away, they came to the stage. On the stage, invocation is over. At that moment came our Gopalanka with a silver chumbu, we call a silver vessel. And he said, sir, come down. The leader came down. 8 steps below is the river Hemavati. Then he gave this silver vessel, chumbu, to him. Sir, slowly fill the water. And he said, sir, slowly pour the water into the river. As he poured, he said, river Hemavati has been inaugurated. And this man said, I am always having concern for people. I understood the people have problem of water. In fact, I could not sleep for 3 days. I couldn't eat. I wanted to do something. That's why today I have come and I have inaugurated river Hemavati. This person, his father, grandfather, great-grandfather had learned swimming in that river. He says, it is this identity with this upadhi. Our upadhi is my body, my mind, and intellect. Deha, man, or buddhi. It is that problem that we have to solve. And we have to understand who I am. Get qualified. Purify yourself. Without purification, this research is not possible. Like in a chemical lab, the burette, pipette, and beaker, etc., they are thoroughly cleaned before you do any experiment. If they are contaminated, you do the experiment, you get wrong results. Similarly, we are doing experiment here. It has got to get purified. Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Vishalata, Chitta Ekagyata. The broad mind, purified mind, single-pointed mind. With that qualified mind, when you sit in the seat of meditation, get inspirations, get motivations, get upadesha from your gurus. After getting qualified with your mind calm, based on the indications given by your guru, try to realize who you are in the seat of meditation. The moment you experience that, you get rid of, when you identify yourself with that, your identity, your egoism, that my body, mind, intellect goes. Second problem is that you have to get rid of your possessions, possessive. My possession, problem. My wife, my husband, my children, my house, that is the problem that makes. All that, the root cause is I am this body. People connected with my body are my people. People connected with me or my things are me. That is the problem. I wanted to share with you an institution where one of my friends had a liking for a Benz car. In 84, he had paid 34 lakhs and imported a new left-hand drive Benz car. And I was getting dropped from there to my house. And when it was a left-hand drive car, I was sitting on his right, new Benz car, his prized possession. When he was driving, on the way there was a pothole. Then when it went, he became miserable in Benz car. Then when later on, when there was a he again felt miserable. That he was, my car is getting affected. And suddenly one vehicle came, he had to suddenly apply the brakes. Again he felt miserable, pothole, Then I said, can I drive this car for some? His own possession he wouldn't give, but he had known me by that time for 120 years. He said, okay, I don't give it to anybody, my car. But anyway, you are my friend. I'll give you for 4 or 5 minutes and just for 3-4 kilometers. I said, okay, it doesn't matter. I started driving. He sat on my right. When I was driving, and same Benz car, beautiful car, nice. When it went in a hump, I had a beautiful feeling. I enjoyed zing. And then when this car went on a hump, zing, again I felt very happy. New Benz car, beautiful suspension. And suddenly when I have to apply the brakes, I felt as though I am in a cradle. Beautiful feeling. I enjoyed the pothole. I enjoyed the hump. I enjoyed, but he was suffering because he was attached. But for me, his car, I am a temporary custodian. And similarly, when you think in my possessions, you are miserable. My house, my car, my money, no. Include in it. Tell it to us, all this belongs to you, Lord. I am a temporary custodian. You have given me to temporarily enjoy. The moment you get, I give back. That shall be the attitude. And then talk to yourself. Yes, what? I am not this body connected with my wife, my husband. And some people get attached with people, with children. And if you don't have a old age, you get attached. My own grandchild, misery. That gives you misery. Attach yourself with all. Don't restrict your attachment. And the moment you are attached to the people connected to your body, the problem comes. And later on, slowly go. Don't get attached to not only outside things, to your own body, to your own mind, to your own death. We say that when I say I have a pen, it is my pen. And when you say my pen, I am not the pen. Think. It belongs to me. Think. And similarly, my mobile. It is not. I am not the mobile. When I say my mobile, I am different. The moment I say my mobile, I am not the mobile. It is my possession. My eyes, I see it through the eyes. I am not the eyes. I hear through the ears. My body, think. When you say my body, think. I am different. Body is different. Like my pen, my mobile, my house. I am not. Try to get this detachment. My mobile, I am not the body. My body. Am I the mind? I say many times my mind is in a happy mood, sad mood. My mind. I am not the mind. Am I the intellect? I say today my intellect is bright. Today my intellect is dull. When you say my intellect, think like my pen, my mobile. I am not the intellect. Who am I? I am the Atman. And please understand, it is not easy to get experience. First, you must get, when you are handling with this world, number one, get detached with the people also. That's why it says, Padma Patra Mivambasa, be in the house. Don't get attached. Like the lotus water is in water, doesn't get water. No, in India, we have jackfruit. When people try to remove, they apply oil, so it won't stick. Similarly, have oil. When you go today, when you go to your wife or husband, go with an oil. Don't get attached to anybody. Don't get attached to anybody. Now, have what is called as detached attachment. Talk to yourself. And with that attachment, after getting purified, carefully, don't do a hasty meditation. Let your mind be calm, pure, bright, with a calm mind. And after making the command in the seat of meditation, because our Upanishads have said in Prayas, our Upanishad says there are Mahavakya. Some of the Upanishads are Prajnanam Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma, the Upadesha Vakya, Tat Tvamasi, that thou art, and finally realize Aham Brahmasmi. These are the vakyas of Samadhi vakyas. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. They are the Mahavakyas in Upanishads. We are got through our gurus. That in the seat of meditation, after becoming qualified, in the seat of meditation, experience that the moment you realize, I am Brahman, there is an everlasting bliss. May you have today onwards absolute bliss. May this day bring a change that you will have eternal happiness. What else you want on this? Today you are all going to celebrate happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. You are totally reborn. May you have from today onwards permanent, everlasting, independent, eternal happiness. We close with Shanti Pak. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Padrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. I once more thank Sanita Weber, who has given me the opportunity to experience bliss inside me, and hopefully this has made all of you realize you are eternal bliss Ananda. Thank you very much, Anita, for the beautiful international opportunity given to me on this International Summit for Happiness, a global summit. And I am happy that India is given this opportunity to talk the role of happiness by our scriptures. Thank you very much. Hari Om.